What is up, YouTube? And today we have the preview for the new limited unit coming for Epic 7 for the Valentine's Day season, as you can see, and that is going to be Tori, which is a fire thief who has some very interesting design. Now, at first people thought that she would be another transformation character such as Tamarin is, but you're going to see that she's actually something very different with an extremely unique skill set that just looks really strong, honestly, as a carry damage dealer. So this is her design here. As you can see, let's actually get into the meat and bones and look at her stats and her skills. So these are her stats you're going to see here. She has pretty decent speed, 116, pretty high attack, and crit chance is going to be boosted from her awakenings here, going to 23. You can get up to 16.8 from her imprints, which makes her imprint extremely valuable because crit chance is very good. Now, if you look at her skills, which is what we've all been waiting for, her S2 is a passive, and you're going to see that buffs granted to Tori are going to be undispellable. So that means if she has a buff on her, you can't dispel it off. It will still, time down. So if you have attack buff for 3 turns, after 3 turns, it will fall off, but they will be undispellable by, other characters' skills. Also, you're going to see she has that passive where she can only suffer damage in one attack up to 50%, I believe. So with the barrier, she will 100% live like 3 attacks. And you'll also see that at the start of her turn, for every buff she has a 20% chance to grant herself Cascade. And Cascade will actually only be granted once every 2 turns. If you guys don't know what Cascade is, Cascade makes it so that after you attack, you will do fixed 2500 damage after. So it's just an extra 2500 fixed damage after, which is very good. But nothing too crazy, to be honest, but still very effective. You're going to see that this is going to be how her passive works. You're going to see that the ML Politis will S3 here, and the buffs that you see on Tori will show up as this dark blue, meaning that it can't be dispelled, and you'll see that it will not get dispelled at all when it usually would have. Next, we have her S3. It's an active ability. She will actually give attack and speed to all allies for 3 turns, and keep in mind this is undispellable from herself, so it's very good on a 4-turn cooldown, and will also give her an extra turn here. This is her S3. Attack and speed buff makes it so that she has an attack buff for herself, and also her team will cycle very quickly, which is very nice. And this extra turn will actually be into her S1, and her S1 is a single target attack that gives her a barrier that will scale with her attack, and you're going to probably build her on a ton of attack, crit chance, and crit damage because she has that S2 passive, as we saw, that will pretty much limit the damage that she takes, making her very tanky. And this S1 will also have a soul burn for 20 souls. This will make the damage go up a lot, and also when you are granted Cascade, this will be a free soul burn. So if you have Cascade up from basically your passive here, where you have that chance to get it at the start of your turn for every buff you have, because it's the start of the turn, you can actually just S3 into S1 and possibly just have a free soul burn. And you're going to see this is very good because, yeah, as you just saw, this is the damage here. Just from the base damage, you do 23,000 into a Mort, which has pretty high defense already. And you also have the Cascade doing 2,500 damage after, so that's 26,000 damage, which is insane, right? And the best part is if you have these buffs up, you can grant yourself Cascade very frequently, right, with her S2 passive. And also, you're going to see, if you remember, buffs are undispellable, right? So you can just pretty much guarantee that you're getting free soul burns over and over and just do a ton of damage, as you're actually seeing here, which is gonna be very good if you're playing her as a solo carry. And you can see that she's kind of paired with a lot of buffers here. I guess ML Hwayang is the only other bruiser damage dealer, but most frequently you're gonna see her with just buff characters that can buff her, heal her, and keep her alive. And with the newly buffed Adventure Ross, that's gonna make her even better because she has a better barrier, and barriers are very good with her passive because it works with this damage reduction here, or I guess when attack damage suffered, blah blah. And even ML Cecilia, Fallen Cecilia, will be very good with her after the buffs, as we saw in the past with characters like Tempest Surin and stuff like that, and also ML Celine. Next, we see her passive. It's just attack boost, which is very good. And also, you'll see she gets a barrier equivalent to attack, which is very good. Barriers will be very good on her because of her passive. And you'll probably see her with this artifact just for that barrier, or if you're pairing her with like a Fallen Cecilia, maybe you'll run something else. But, you know, regardless, you do want barriers on her because it is going to be very, very good on her. I think she'll be a very strong unit. I don't think she'll be like game-breakingly broken, but who knows, maybe she will be because of the fact that her buffs are undispellable and because she does a ton of damage. And you'll see that she's available through the limited summon starting on February 13th, which is coming soon, and it's the day before, not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. So yeah, I think she'll be a very good unit. Most likely paired with like Adventure Ross, Fallen Cecilia, anything that can give her a barrier, honestly. And most likely on Lifesteal set as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about her. I think she'll be pretty fun, pretty powerful, and I definitely will pull for and use her because I'm a big fan of these like solo carry, protect the carry comps. It's like the most fun I've had in Epic 7 when I used to play back in the day. Seriously, in RTA with like Landy and Spectre Tenebria and stuff like that, because it allows for much more strategic gameplay, more so than just like going fast and cleaving. But yeah, I'm just very curious what you guys think about her skill kit. Do you think she'll be strong? Do you think she'll be weak? And where do you think you'll actually end up using her? And also, let me know if you're going to be pulling for her as well. Thank you for watching, guys. And when she does come out, I'll definitely be testing her out for you guys and showing her the builds for her. And I'll see you guys next video.